Britney Spears' abusive grandfather apologized to her from beyond the grave. My jaw dropped within reading the first 6 pages of her book, The Woman in Me, because the parallels of severe trauma between several generations within her family were just so prevalent, including abusive husbands, fathers, and birth trauma. Britney's grandfather, June Spears Sr., was abusive to his wife, Jean, Britney's grandmother, who had lost their baby at just 3 days old. June sent Jean to a horrible asylum where they put her on lithium, and then she sadly took her own life. It was so interesting the way Britney detailed how other people in the South would have talked about her grandfather at the time, how they would have said things like he was a very involved father, he was a perfectionist, but really he was an abusive sports fanatic who was forcing his son, Britney Spears' dad, to practice basketball well beyond the point of exhaustion. And this was all in an attempt to reach absolute perfection. Her grandfather was a police officer in Baton Rouge, and he ended up having 3 wives and 10 children, and he actually sent his second wife to the same asylum as well. Britney said that no one had a good word to say about her grandfather for the first 50 years of his life, but by the time she met him, he had softened, and he was actually really patient and sweet with her. And she couldn't help but notice the parallels between when her grandmother was in the asylum and she was forced to take lithium and then passed away, and then also the parallels between when she was in the rehabilitation center and she was forced to take lithium, and she was actually fearful for her life when she was being held in that treatment center. Here's her quote about her grandfather June visiting her in a dream. "I've had dreams in which June tells me he knows he hurt my father, who then hurt me. I felt his love and that he changed on the other side. I hope that one day I will be able to feel better about the rest of my family too."